I asked you guys on Twitter what I should do for some more Gaming First videos, and I got 3 tweets that actually kind of, I thought, went together for one video, and this is one game that I could think of that really answered probably all 3 of them perfectly. And this game absolutely had me pulling my hair out. I almost broke my PSP. Okay, this is Family Guy, the video game. Now, you guys may be wondering about that, like, how could a game so humorous, supposedly, be that frustrating and annoying? Well, it was awful, that's how. Alright, so, when I got this game, I was actually very excited, because I was young. Like I said, this was on the PSP, I don't know what year it came out, but I was probably, like, a preteen or something when this came out, and I was really excited. I loved Family Guy back then. I thought this would be awesome, and really at first it was. The cutscenes were pretty funny. I thought, alright, this actually, you know, adapted a lot of the humor, and to be honest, I liked some of the graphics in the cutscenes. I thought that it kind of fit with the whole art style of it being an animated show being turned into a video game. But then I got to the gameplay, and the gameplay was actually not that bad at first, but then once the levels have even an ounce of difficulty, you just you get so frustrated. You feel like going in the streets and finding some kitten and throwing it in a blender and then burning your house down. It gets so annoying. Like, I don't know, maybe I have issues, but that game was absolutely awful. Okay, because not only were they just absolutely unfair at most times, because, like, the Peter levels are, like, beat-em-ups or whatever, and you can only do damage to an enemy if you do the exact right combo on them. Like, I can understand if a certain combo is more effective on a certain enemy, but you have to do the exact combo exactly right to do any damage at all on that one enemy.
Nice try, Belvedere. Thinks he can just take me out with one of his brainwashed henchmen disguised as a nurse? Well, it's gonna take a lot more than that to keep me from getting back Lois and Brian and Chris and Stewie I wanna say Russ?
Do you understand how absolutely asinine that is? I don't think you do. You need to play that game and figure out why it is so awful in that sense, because I got so annoyed because, for one, I could barely even remember all the combos, because some of them were like 5 buttons long, which isn't long for a fighting game combo, but when you have to remember a bunch of them for different kinds of characters, it gets pretty annoying. And when there's like 7 people ambushing you at once, and you get interrupted in the middle of your combo by one of them when you're trying to hit the other, it gets a little annoying. And there's just all that stuff that just made it absolutely insane for me. And then the Brian levels, oh my gosh, the Brian levels.
Hidden pornographic scene viewable by pressing up, up, down, down, left. Huh. Horny gamers believe anything. Seabreeze? Hey! Well, you smell inseminated. I can't believe you're pregnant again. God, didn't you learn anything the last time? Would you like some water? A treat? Towel to bleed on? I knew it! Arrest this dog! He violated my restraining order and impregnated Seabreeze! What? No, I didn't! He's lying! And he's not Caucasian. Oh!
Now, I'll go ahead and say I am not a big fan of stealth in video games, so maybe that was why, but honestly, this was the first game that made me realize I hate stealth in video games, because basically the whole thing is stealth, and it was absolutely annoying so badly. It seemed like some of the times you just absolutely could not get through, and I tried everything that I could to get through some of those levels, and it really made me so upset how you couldn't skip a certain one, because it follows Peter, Stewie, and Brian, but if you get stuck on a Brian level, you can't play any more Stewie levels, and that gets really annoying. I understand that that's how the story has to go, but still, I kind of wish that there was some sort of workaround for that. The Stewie levels were the only ones that were even tolerable, but they were absolutely retarded most of the time. I mean, it involved a lot of geometry or whatever at certain points when you had to, like, shoot mirrors, and if you moved your analog stick one absolute breath too much to the right, then you couldn't do what you need to do, and that was absolutely insane for me, I thought. And that is basically the very few of the mean words that I could say about the Family Guy video game. do yourself a favor and do not ever even consider playing this game. To this day, I mention it as one of the worst games I have ever played. And maybe it's just because I am a little girl and I can't beat it, and I can't get through certain levels and I get frustrated with it, but I absolutely despised that game when I was younger, and I refuse to touch it ever again. But for now, I would like to thank y'all for watching. Hope you have a nice day, and goodbye!
Hey, you looking for a party? If you're looking for junk in the trunk, I'm a freaking SUV.